Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
Hello, Gilmer Buckeye Nation. This is Jeff Rash, joined today with my co-host Todd Robinson, and of course, as always, the athletic director and head football coach Alan Metzel. And congratulations, Coach Metzel. I think that's what, number 11 times in the 5th round,
and also the 3rd time in the last 4 years that we stamp a ticket to Jerry's World. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is. And the first 10 times that we went, we were 80% victorious. Won 8 out of 10 times, and now we've won
11 out of
we won 9 out of 11. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And what's incredible is you're returning to the state championship game for the 3rd time in 4 years. How does that feel?
Really good.
Really good.
Really good, yeah.
We want to walk away with a ring.
Yeah,
and so
we do.
we're going to be as brief as possible today. This is going to be a very short show because we're going to jump right to the action, and we're going to talk about Belleville, and we're going to let this man go back to looking at film because you don't need to listen to us. So congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
I thought the highlights, there were lots of highlights, obviously. I told you when I walked in today, if a man can't score 80 points, what kind of coach is he? But big victory, 79-42, I think. And so everybody in town's cheering. What's cool about this, before we go to the film, is I know you get this too all over town, but it's cool. And more so this year than maybe any other year I've seen. Maybe 04. You'd have to go back to 04. The community seems more excited about this time than any other time I've seen.
Yeah, and the beautiful part is after telling them the first 5 weeks, there's a method to the madness. Alan knows what he's doing, and here we are once again.
Yeah, it really is.
It's the A-team, right? I love it when a plan comes together.
Love it when a plan comes together. And everywhere you go at church or Walmart or wherever you go, everybody was talking about Buckeyes. That's all I hear. And so it's really cool to watch how important it is to this team, to this community.
Yeah, well, and we feel the same about them. I think, from having a little bit slower start, that's part of, I think, what in the comeback, endears to people. And then also just all the adversity we've gone through, with G's family, with Coach Kennedy and his health, and Caden Bledsoe. And, Caden, we're on the way to the game the other night, and he's having to have a procedure where they're opening up and fixing a shunt in his head, and those kind of things. It just proves it's bigger than the game, and people. I think that resonates with people because it's life. It's life.
It is. Well, we're gonna jump to some highlights. I think you guys have battled through extremely well, and it's been fun to watch and be a part of this season. This is one of the best seasons I've ever been a part of. So why don't you roll us through here? We're going to try to be as quiet as possible. You just bring us the highlights.
All right. Well, I started out here with the defense. They won the toss, elected to receive, and I thought our defense just set the tone right here, right off the bat, with a 3 and out. And so this is 3rd down right here, and you're going to see Tyler Hagler. Watch him get a push on number 77 right there. Coming off the ball, just to the right of the football. Watch how he just drives 77 straight back, big old 320-pound guy, causes an incompletion. That was 3rd down. Now we get to go to the punt team, and we get the ball on offense. And by the way, Tyler got offered by UTSA this weekend, so that's pretty exciting too.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, good deal. So we'll move to our next play, which is a kickoff return. So, in between, we went and scored, and then they get the ball, go down and score. And so this is the response. So they kick it to Jeremiah Noble. Jeremiah does a great job following his blockers all the way across the field. Guys picking off. You can see him all the way down. There's Tarek Tate right there at the finish. And then G makes the guy miss and into the end zone. That right there is how you turn around the momentum. They went up 7-6. We actually missed the extra point. And so they've got it for a moment. But now you've just switched it right back.
Yeah, somebody put on, I forget, I think it was one of the papers, they held the lead for 16 seconds.
There you go. That's about as long enough. Yeah, that's about long enough right there. So after they do that, we're trying to grab a point since we had missed the first one. So we swing the ball over to Aaron Bell, and you can just watch our guys reach the edge. Aaron goes around the end, and we pick up our extra point. So now it's back to 14-7.
Well, we talked about Mr. Automatic Braden Payton. If he's going to miss one, that
was the one. That was his one that we'll allow. There we go. You got it. So here we are back on defense. A lot of opportunistic plays throughout the game. This is, they're making another drive down early in the game, first quarter still, and then Tarek breaks on the ball and breaks up the pass. Huge play right there on 3rd and long.
Great defensive play.
Yeah, great anticipation. They end up not going. They went for it on 4th and didn't make it, so we get the ball back. Moving a little further, I'm going to go to another Tyler Hagler sack. Tyler's lined up over the center right now. Watch him just drive right over the top of the center.
Child abuse.
Gets the sack. Yeah, I mean, he just mauled him. So great job. I'm going to let it play again and let you see it. Just unbelievable leverage. Again, early in the season, we were still growing. And you see the maturation process in the defensive line.
Well, we made the comment upstairs that no one looks flattering wearing number 54 on them.
Well, and I think it's worth saying, Alan, and you pointed it out after the Carthage game, the last play of that game where a freshman makes a play to a sophomore.
Right.
When the season started, that kid was on the 9th grade and the other was on the JV.
Yeah,
this is not the same team.
Right. It's a different, pieces are moved. People have come up. People who were there have grown up. It's just, it's neat to see the way they're playing at this point in the season. So, here we come back, we get the ball, and it was just a matter of time. We're going to give the ball to Tomahawk, and 75 yards later, he scores. It's just awesome to see him. Great job of being patient up inside. Here he was. There's a lot of bodies right in there, and he's working his way through, and at that point, you knew he scored right there. It was done. You knew nobody was going to tackle him, and we're already
How
yelling.
disheartening is it when you're the fastest guy on the team? You've got him 5 yards in front at a dead stop, and in 2 steps you go. I think
It's
Jeff
over.
made the comment of you want to shout to them there. You're taking the wrong angle.
The wrong angle.
Well, you lost me when you said, "How is it to feel like the fastest guy on the
Yeah,
team?"
Never been
I
there.
don't know. I don't know. So
We've got that in
was
common.
uncharted territory there. So watching from the backside here, great job by our line. Watch the 3 on the left side, our center, Jerem Pilcher, and then you got Spencer Murphy and Sean Wallace blocking down.
That offensive line,
Man, they did
they're
great.
doing good.
And then here comes Cano on the pull, coming across. He kicks out, and then you've got, I believe, Grayson Bates on this particular play, leads on the
Look
linebacker.
at Cano driving that kid.
Yep. And
Look at
then-
that, still driving him.
That's just an
Look at that.
awesome job. Awesome job. That's how you have 75-yard runs.
Yeah.
That and that speed. So there you go. Next play, Micah Easley. How about Micah's
for
game?
him, yeah.
2
Come on.
interceptions
He
the other
did,
night.
yeah.
So Micah makes this pick. You can see the aggressiveness that he had here. I'm going to show you from the wide angle. He's the one on the hash closest to us. He has the middle of the field, sees the crosser, jumps the play, and then makes a nice return. Crosses,
does.
gets all the way back past the 50-yard line onto almost the 40. So you're talking about a 25 to 30-yard return after he makes the pick. So, it's plays like that that's what wins you the game. It just, they're already thinking, I don't think we have a chance, at this point. So we'll move right into our kickoff. So we go score, and then here you go. We just had the pick, so now we're going to have a fumble caused and recovered. Take a look up at the top. You can see Day-Day Jimerson, Dadrian, and watch the get-off he has. I mean, look how far he is down the field. He's running so hard. So they're about to try and do a type of reverse and get the ball back to the guy behind him, and he just launches himself into the guy, causes the fumble, and Colby Webb is right there to scoop up the ball. Huge.
But special teams were off the charts.
Yeah, they were.
They were super.
Special teams are hitting another gear.
Yes.
They're doing great.
Awesome job there. So super excited for those guys of finding their role and making a difference. That's big. We're always preaching that, you may not be in the game in Will Henderson's playing right now. He's going to carry the ball. Dervey's going to carry the ball. Day-Day's finding a place, and he's affecting the game. That's impressive. Yeah. That's impressive. Okay, so we'll move down. We're driving down, and they are having to put more people in the box now. And so now you've got man free instead of two man. So there's nobody over the top of Brendan Webb. And of course we see that and we know exactly what we want to call. And it's basically a fade to the inside route receiver. And he just beats his guy quickly. Caden makes a beautiful throw. I'll do it. See how there's nobody over the top. You can see there's a guy right in his face, but nobody high. So we're just going to run to that spot and throw the fade right over the top. Great ball. A lot of timing involved on that. And of course, Brendan, his ball skills are just phenomenal. So great job on the touchdown. All right, moving to, again, defense. 4th and 1. You know, they're going for it. At this point, we're a little bit ahead. They need to kind of go ahead and take a little bit some chances. They're across the 50. 4th down 1. They've had some success with their Wildcat, number 24. He's a big, good football player. And we're able to stuff him right up in there, hold him, and get him down. And now it goes over to the offense. So, you know, things that you've got to have your defense do if you're going to win championships. So great job there. Proud of those guys. I thought the defense just did a super job the other night. So we get back down in here. Again, they're having to put more and more guys up into the box because we've been running the ball. So now you've got man across the field. Tarek is man on man with his guy. So we're just going to throw the fade to him, just like we did it to Brendan last time. Great throw here by Caden. Caden is he's playing at a different level right now. His confidence is so much higher. He knows where he's going with the ball, making really accurate throws.
And it also helps when number 3 and number 7 are out there, and you can just kind of say,
give them a radius.
Yeah, they'll go get it.
Right,
yeah,
they will. That's big time. Okay, we're going to go back to a defensive highlight here. So this is Aaron Bell coming in and making a sack.
Playing good.
Man, he is.
He is so physical.
More child abuse.
Yeah.
He did hit. I don't know if it's on the highlight or not, but he let up on a play to our sideline that we saw, and I was so scared that Aaron was just going to bench press the kid straight into the third row, and he let up, but he is so
He's
physical.
playing so well right now.
He really is.
He is. He is a big kid.
He is.
At what, 6'2", 240?
He is actually 6'1", 252.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
And there's not that's all muscle too.
Yeah.
He is put together.
I feel like I got the 252 part.
We just have it in different places.
Yeah,
That's called distribution.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm waiting on the 6'1" part.
There you go. It's coming.
All right, what else
it's
we got?
coming. All right, so that was Bell. We're going to Tomahawk. This is first play of the second half. They were really loading up and slanting hard to our strong side, so we come back with a play where we start to the strength and cut it back to the weak side and just take it to the house right here. Let me get my play going. So we hand off. Actually, this one's the one where we stayed front side. We're going to do the back side one here in a minute.
This is where I'm yelling wrong angle.
He got the edge.
Yeah.
You know, great job. Great job by our fullback here, sealing the edge right there. You can see Brendan blocking. You can see Jeremiah blocking. You know, when you're man on man, you know, they're in a bind. They got to cover and play the run, and our guys just got on them. And
The cool thing you notice is that our receivers know.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I just got to get you 1,001, 1,000, let go, and
he'll go by.
That breeze coming by is number
He'll go
one.
by, for sure, for sure. Here's Devin McDonald's interception, a sophomore.
He played a great game.
Yeah, he had probably his best game of the year. So you can see him. He's over here close to where the 30 is. He's playing the edge, and he just reads the quarterback's eyes. So watch him drop. Here he goes. He drops back a little bit. He's reading the quarterback. He starts moving to that direction. Pick right there, and then runs it back. So super job of being disciplined, being a football player, reading the quarterback's eyes, and the receivers coming to him. Another turnover. When I think we were 4-1 on turnovers, and when you can win the turnover battle in a playoff game, it really gives you a huge advantage. Here's Dervay Smith. Dervay just keeps making plays.
Oh, man.
You know, he's just phenomenal. Wish we could bring him back next year.
Boy.
But we give him the ball going outside. Nick Zamoron's actually playing fullback here. Nick does a great job sealing the outside backer right there. Just watch how he moves his feet and gets turned, and then Dervay does the rest. Receivers doing a great job blocking on the edge.
He's a good running back.
He really is.
He so brings the thunder, and I mean, obviously we talk about Will Speed and the Lightning, but if you're a linebacker back there and you look up and say, hey, well, number one's out of the game and you relax, you're going to be flat on your back in about
he's
3
physical.
seconds.
Yeah,
Gervais
he
will
is
put
physical,
it on you.
no doubt. Here is Micah Easley's second interception. It kind of sealed things. Devin McDonald had tipped it, and then he makes a diving catch, and we're able to just run out the clock at that point. So quarterback tries to get outside. Devin gets in his sight, tips, and there's the pick for his second turnover. And now we're in shape to run out the clock.
Yeah. I don't think anybody expected. I certainly didn't. I will give Todd some credit. He called like some stupid, it's going to be, 1,000 to nothing or something. He said 62 to
66-28.
66-28 or something. He was pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So
if we'd ended it in the third quarter, I was right there.
When they went past 66, I said, see, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop calling it. So anyway, I didn't see that coming for sure. I thought we'd win by 2 or 3 touchdowns, but congratulations. That one's in the books.
Yes.
That one don't matter anymore.
Done.
The last 15 weeks
don't matter.
We
got
only
one.
One game season.
Belleville Brahmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about Belleville a little bit.
Belleville, they've been highly rated all year. They've been up in the top 10 and then on up into the top 5. Beat Silsbee, who was ranked second at one time in the season in the playoffs. They run it. They run the ball. They're the kind of the polar opposite of what we just watched, where those guys threw it all the time. These guys run it. In fact, I don't think they threw a pass in the last game. 0. Yeah. They play they huddle, and then when they come out of their huddle, they fly to the line and run the play. So, which is very reminiscent if you went to the state championship back in 07.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Well, that style.
It's that style.
Yeah, that style.
They
that
don't
was outside.
quite run it as well and crispy.
There's that look to it.
A lot of misdirection.
Yes, a lot of wing tee. The fullback has it, tailback, quarterback, whatever.
And I'll talk. They run that from the 7th grade all the way on. So these guys that you're watching have never run anything else.
Right. That's what they do, and they're efficient at it. They do a good job. Defensively, they're very sound. They run a 4-2 defense. They get in a 3-3 stack some, but they're a 4-2-5 predominantly. There are 2 down linemen that just really stand out. Number 55 is a defensive tackle, but then number 99, he is a dude. Yeah,
absolute 5-star, no questions asked, hands down.
6'5", 300
something. Last week against Wimberley, they beat Wimberley by 2. And first drive of the game, Wimberley's running back's running up inside on a 3rd down, and he grabs him, mauls him, tears the ball out, and runs it back for a touchdown. And outruns people. He's a beast. So he's problematic.
You're gonna have to control him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the game. It's gonna be Friday at AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We need everybody to show up.
Now cancel work, cancel
everything. Work is
take
canceled.
Christmas
holiday,
Day.
School's out.
Buckeyes
Friday.
are playing Jerry's World. Come on.
And Todd, they're going to be able to watch it on Valley Sports.
Valleys will have it live.
Okay.
We will be broadcasting.
Where can they watch that? Like what streaming? I hate streaming.
It's on E-Tex carries Bally's if you got E-Tex.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can find it at Bally's. That is the next generation of what used to be Fox Sports Southwest.
Okay.
And then
is it on Hulu or where do you?
You can get it on all the streaming services. Okay. You can get Bally's,
you just have to call and ask.
You got to call and ask because there's just like Fox Sports being Southwest, Southeast, West Coast. There's different parts of Bally's.
He keeps up with all this stuff.
Unfortunately, I have to.
He's my source of information for that stuff.
Yeah, so
we're not going to be able to televise.
We are not going to be
any state games or on
audio Bally's. Only. At GilmerBuckeyes.com on our Yahoo channel and on E-Tex, we will be audio only, like a radio broadcast.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, you're more than welcome to turn on the game and turn on our sound and turn down your sound.
Yeah, if you can tolerate us, you can do that. You can actually watch the game.
And for everybody who doesn't tolerate us well,
we're homers. Right?
There's a mute button for you.
Yeah, if you don't like what their announcers are talking about, because they're going to be impartial and we're not, you can just do that. Turn us up and them, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, Coach, we're going to leave right now because you have 100 hours of work in front of you this next week. Everybody's pulling for you in town.
Thank you.
Everybody is pulling for your first ring, and nobody more than us, all of us. So congratulations on getting this far, and let's go win a state championship.
Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
Yes,
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.